Before we watch this video, I want to tell you guys that we are so close to 2,000 subscribers. And 2017 is about to end, and I really want to hit 2K before the end of 2017. And if we do hit 2K, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of G Fuel, of not just the packs, but the tubs of G Fuel. And the only way to make this happen is you guys have to show off the channel to your friends, family, dog, stranger, anybody, and just get them to subscribe to the channel just so this giveaway can happen. Let's get this channel to 2,000 subscribers before the end of 2017. We are just so close. All right, let's go watch the video. Yo guys, Kabal here, and if you guys like that intro, be sure to leave a like already, because like we are just so close to hitting 2K. And I want to do something nice for you guys, because like a lot of you guys have still stuck with me, even though I haven't been uploading consistently, I haven't been really streaming consistently, and you guys are still here because I want to give back to the community, because you guys are still here. I love it. You guys still think I'm entertaining, so might as well give away something. So get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. So I feel bad that I'm not uploading a lot of content, so I need to think of what type of content is easy to do, but I still make them entertaining as possible. Did not mean to slap my mic. And I was just thinking, maybe I should go back to the good old days where I actually would make content consistently, but except do not rush them. What I mean by that is just go back to doing cut commentaries. If you don't know what that is, that's basically just me like talking about whatever has happened in my life, or just anything that is on my mind. Basically like one of my topic videos, but except I have my webcam like in the corner up here and have some gameplay for you guys to watch. But let's get into the topic right here. Do I prefer Marvel or DC? That's going to be our first cut commentary of since like 2015 or 2016. And I get this question asked a lot because like a lot of people want to know if I prefer the DC universe or the Marvel universe. And I would always reply to them, I love DC for the story and I love Marvel for the characters. And here's the reason why I always stick by that answer. When I grew up with all the DC shows. I grew up with the Justice League animated series. I grew up with Justice League Unlimited. I grew up with the Batman. I grew up with Spectacular Spider-Man. I grew up with Batman Brave and the Bold. I grew up with a lot more DC shows than what I did Marvel. I never really watched any Marvel animated show. I mean, I remember watching Superhero Squad with those tiny little minifigures that just like, I'm guessing they go on to weird adventures, I guess. But I knew a lot more of DC lore than Marvel lore. Like when the MCU started, I didn't know who Iron Man was. I knew who the Hulk was. I knew who Captain America was. I didn't know who Thor was. Obviously, I knew who Spider-Man was. There was a lot of heroes that were introduced into the MCU that I didn't even know. Like when they introduced Black Panther, I was just like, oh my god, who is this hero? This dude is amazing. Even some people in the X-Men, I was just like, who the hell are you? And then you look at something like DC, and I know the majority of the characters. Like I know Batman, I know Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, Hawkman, Atom, other people that are like in the Justice League, especially with like Batman villains and Batman heroes. I know the whole entire Bat family. I know every single Robin possible. I know like the majority of the villains and heroes and side people that are like helping Batman fight crime. While in like the Marvel side, I probably know the majority of every major Spider-Man villain and like maybe the side heroes and then like every alternative of Spider-Man, but I was more knowledgeable in like Spider-Man, while in like DC I knew a lot more in terms of like characters and the story and what they've been through. Like I know a lot about the Flashpoint. I know the story about like Batman when he had to suffer from Jason Todd, or like the Killing Joke, or even other new, I'm about to read this new story about like where Batman goes crazy in another universe and he becomes the Batman who laughs. And then getting to the side where I said I love Marvel for their characters is because like when I was a kid, the MCU was starting up, so they were launching all these solo movies. I remember being hyped for the Avengers, and I loved it when they all combined together just so they can stop Loki and the invasion of aliens that came to New York City. And I love how they pick their actors to portray these characters. That's why I fell in love with the characters and not that much into the story. Like Thor Ragnarok, for example, I didn't really understand the story that much. Like, I didn't understand like what was even going on. I just loved Thor and Loki's persona. Same thing for like Age of Ultron. I didn't understand what was going on in that movie, but I just loved how Ultron was portrayed. I loved how everyone just teamed up. I felt really sad when Quicksilver died. Like, to me, the MCU is just all about how the characters are perceived in the movie. I don't care what was going on in the story at all unless it was DC. It gets to be some whack-ass adventure with like Spider-Man and like Deadpool like combined to a movie if that was possible. And I would just love that movie because I love Spider-Man and obviously I love Deadpool. But yeah, that's kind of basically it. That's why I love the DC story so much and why I only love Marvel for the characters. There's not really that much to talk about because like it's just how I was grown up. Like I grew up with the DC side and then later on I grew up with Marvel's movies. But I don't know, what do you guys think about this answer? Comment down below if you prefer DC or Marvel in terms of like either the character or the story. Because I know I have tons of fans that are huge fans of the comic book lore. And not even just comic book lore. I remember one person, like when I was playing Friday the 13th, he was knowledgeable on like Jason or like Leatherface. I even had one fan who was knowledgeable on like Dr. Fate, which I know nothing about Dr. Fate. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. And also if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button because if you watch that intro, I'm giving away a couple of G Fuel. Just advertise it to your friends and family just so when 2K happens, I'll give away some G Fuel. It might be you one day just drinking on some G Fuel and calling it a day. So I hope you guys enjoy. Guys, Till then, all out.